Hi YouTube, Assalamu alaikum. Um, Today's video is going to be very personal. This is stuff that I don't really talk about because I don't really associate myself with certain members of my family. This is towards the Desi side of my family. For those of you who are new to my channel and you don't know, I am half white, half Indian, so a lot of my family drama comes from the Indian side, go figure, because no, I'm not even gonna say anything because I've actually seen like really normal ass Indian families, and then there's mine. Anyway, so I don't know. I mean, I never really had a problem with these people until until this new family came in the picture, and their daughter started dating my cousin, and then everything just changed, and people started becoming fake, and it was just like, and I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? I'm almost 20 now. I'm not a kid. Like, I don't have to go to any more family functions. When I was a little kid, that was different. There were times where I had to go. Now that I am an adult, I don't have to go. I can go somewhere else. You know what I mean? I'm old enough to drive a car, so like I don't have to go. But as a kid, it's different. So when I was in high school, like my freshman and sophomore year, obviously I couldn't go anywhere. So there were times that I noticed things, and I'm gonna tell you guys some of the things that I noticed. And actually, well, the thing I'm going to tell you guys happened my junior year, I think. Or was it my senior year? No, I think it was my junior year. I'm going to tell you guys why I just can't get along with my family. So here we go. So, to be honest, never had any problems with these people in my family. So let me just explain to you guys who they are. So, a long time ago, my mom has 3 real siblings. She has my aunt, my uncle, my aunt Lena, and my uncle Zaheen. Or my aunt Lena and my uncle Z-Man. Their real names are, Lena is Kafila and then Z-Man is Zaheen. But we just call him Z-Man because obviously his little son is Zaheen. So we call Zaheen Tintin. But you know, so then those are her 3 real siblings. But before they were born, my nanny was messing around with another man before my nana. And she had a son. And so this son, when they all came to America, he stayed in Fiji and he got married or whatever, and had children. And it's this part of the family I don't get along with. It's his, I don't want to say his wife because I don't got no problems with his wife. Like we squashed it. She apologized to me for the shit that she did, so we're cool. It's Famiza that I'm kind of just iffy about because she never apologized. And I actually witnessed something that I'm going to talk to you guys about. But, and I'm going to actually tell you guys what she apologized for. I'm going to tell you guys what she did and what her daughter did. And, how much of a pussy Tahira is. I'm going to literally call this bitch out. Because that really showed me how much of a pussy she really is. So, anyway. So, it's mainly just his wife and his daughter, and then his son and I just don't talk. I don't have any beef with Zabran, but for some reason, ever since he got with her, he doesn't talk to me. So I don't have no beef with him, but it's just like, I don't know. They're all fake to me. And let me tell you guys why. I'm going to tell you guys a story, basically. So, you guys know me. I love my nanny. Being raised, I pretty much lived at my nanny's house a lot of the time. When my mom was in nursing school, there were days where, because my dad would travel, my dad travels for a living, as you guys know, and before he was traveling all over the U.S., he was just traveling to L.A. So when I was a kid, he was always going to L.A., and there were days where he had to be in L.A., and my mom would have to go to school early in the morning. And obviously, I'm a kid, so I can't stay home alone, so she would take me to my nanny's house. And my cousin Lana has always been at my nanny's house, so I would go there, and I would hang out with Alana and, you know, just chill. That's my cousin. We're like sisters. And Alana will always be a sister to me, and I'll always back her up. And she will always back me up. We back each other up when these fat bitches try to say something. Like, you know what I mean? So, anyway, I've been at my nanny's house, you know, since that was the case. So I love my nanny and Nana and my little cousin Tintin. They're my family, and I will do anything for them. But when it comes to family functions, I choose to exclude myself from them unless it's something like, you know, Tintin's birthday. Obviously, that's my baby. I'm gonna go. But I didn't go to my cousin's wedding because I don't get along with the bride. I don't get along with his sister. It just didn't make sense for me to go. And she literally, let me tell you guys. So she's married and she acts like a child. And you would think someone who gets married would be mature and it would act like a lady and prove yourself as a married woman, but she does not. She literally rolls her eyes everywhere like she's fucking 13. It's just ridiculous, you guys. It's so ridiculous. And it's just like, so that's why I didn't go, because every time I see her she's rolling her eyes and I'm just like, my thing is, if you are that kind of person where you don't like shit, how the fuck are you married, man? Like, how does Ron even take you? All you do is roll your eyes? I mean, damn. Anyway, so, um, this was my cousin's birthday party. So I went there with my cousin Alana, and we had made plans ahead of time. Every time my cousin has a birthday party, I go a day ahead and I help my nanny and the family set up. I stay the night and I help them get a night, because I like to get ready there. It's just easier because some family comes earlier than other families, and then I don't get to see them because then, you know, some families leave for work and stuff, you know. So I go there a day ahead and I get ready with the family, and it's really fun. And we're Muslims, so we always do a dua or dua. I don't know how to say it properly, but I just say dua. We do a dua for my cousin. It's just, I don't know why, it's a religious thing. I can't really explain it to you guys because, you know, as you can see, I'm not a religious Muslim, but my family is, and so when we do religious stuff, I always participate in it because that's who I am. I'm not fake like some people. So, it was the party, and we also did a dua because it was my nanny. It was at the time they had just moved into this house, and my nanny and nana always do a dua whenever they move into a new house, and they bless their new house by Allah. So we were doing that as well, and so everything was fine. And then the Hassan family came, and I have no problem with Claudette and Andrew and their son. And I can't tell you about their daughters because both their daughters are just, they both need ass whoopings. Like, okay, let me tell you something about Tahira's little sister. This punk bitch has the nerve. She can't even do it in public. She followed my cousin Lana to the bathroom at school and called her a bitch. Like, be a real one. Do it in public. Be a real bitch. I can't stand people like that. Are you serious? That's how you know these bitches fake. She followed the bitch. She followed my girl to the bathroom and then called her a bitch. Are you serious? What you don't know is that my cousin Lana, she's half, okay, so my cousin Lana is half Indian, half black. Her black side of the family, they don't play around. So when I heard that, I'm like, why didn't you tell her family? Because her cousin would come up and fill up the street and start mess. You don't want to mess with Lana's family. Or Lana in that matter. So, anyway, that's just Exhibit A of how fucking fake and pussy these girls are. Exhibit B is, so then me and Alana were like, you know what? We both can't be here. I can't be innocent with Tahira without wanting to fight her. I don't know why. It's irritating for me. Unless it's like the crap feed because there's lots of people there so I can distract myself. But being in a house, I just can't do it. It's a small house. It's not big like my house, you know, where I can go and escape. Like, these are tiny houses. I'm still going to hear her voice in my nanny's room in the back. So I was like, you know, let's go out. Let's go somewhere, you know. So at the time, my best friend was the first person to be able to drive. I don't drive. I don't have a license, but this was before I started doing, like, driver's ed and all that shit. So that's why I said that. So my best friend got her permit. No, I think she actually got her license because she wouldn't have come to my nanny's house at night. So we texted her and we're like, we didn't want to be here, and she was free. So she was like, do you want me to come and pick you up, and we can go to Sonic or some shit? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So we get in her car, we go to Sonic, then we go to Walmart, and we decided to get some, like, silly string and, like, silly string some people's cars and shit, you know, at Walmart, not at the party. Then we come back, and the garage is closed. My family always sits in the garage, but the garage is closed. I was gonna walk in through the front door, but Alana likes to make an entrance. She likes to let people know that she don't play. So she bangs on the garage, and then they open the garage. And I'm looking at her like, really? Like, we could have walked in. The door was wide open, and she wanted to bang on the garage. I'm like, okay. So then we walk in the garage. I noticed Tahira is like staring. She's probably jealous because she can't do shit, and I'm driving around with my bitches. Like, I do me. You know what I mean? And we didn't want to go into my uncle's room. That's where we were staying. This is while my uncle was in prison, so that's why we were in my uncle's room, if you guys are wondering. My uncle was constantly in and out of prison. He hasn't been in prison yet, but he's constantly just in trouble with the law. So then we go to my uncle's room, and we put our food down, and we're like, you know what, let's go out and like bond with the family and try to make it work, you know? Biggest mistake that we ever made. This is where not only Angela decided to get in my face, but her daughter came and barged in the room and was starting mess for no reason. For no reason. And let me tell you what this has to do with Tahira. I'm going to tell you. Because Tahira is such a pussy bitch. Instead of coming to my face and saying, hey, I don't like you sitting right here, she went and told my aunt Angela that, or some shit like that. So Angela comes to me and it's like, oh, why are you sitting here? Are you sitting here because Tahira is here? I'm like, hold up. I'm like, I can sit wherever the fuck I want to sit. This is fucking America, honey. This is my 90s house. Tahira isn't even related to any of us. Why she is here, I don't know. Like, in my head, I'm like, is she serious right now? And I'm like, we can sit here if you want to. We're not sitting here for her. And I kept looking at her because I'm like, this is just so fake. Like, come to my face and say something. Be a real one. Like, you and your sister both are fucking pussy ass bitches. They can't do nothing in public, nothing in front of family. You know what I mean? They're just fucking fake pussy bitches. And I'm just like, you know what? Like, forget it. Like, I told Lana, I'm like, you know what? Forget it. Let's just go in the room and watch some TV. And when the party ends, you know, this is what me and Lana do. When the party ends, then we go and we eat the food, eat some cake, and go to bed. Like, I don't have time for this. This is ridiculous. And then she started saying things like, I don't want to see anything on Instagram and shit. I'm like, why would I be taking pictures of that bitch? Are you serious right now? This pussy bitch who can't even come to my face thinks that she's going to be on my Instagram? Oh, honey, no. I take pictures of real ones. She is not a real one. She needs to grow the fuck up. Hi, Bean. Look at my chatty bean. So then, me and Alana go in the room and we're talking about this situation that happened. And I'm gonna have my dog real quick while I'm talking. And we're talking about the situation, and coincidentally, her daughter, Angela's daughter, Famiza, was in the bathroom. So she hears everything that me and Lana are saying, and we were heated, and I guess we were cussing or something. I'm old enough to cuss, so I mean, I cuss if I want to. You got a problem, come say it to my face. Don't go to my mommy and daddy because they can't tell me shit no more. I'm an adult, so, you know, and so. I keep hearing this sound. So, see, I have a pool back here, and I keep hearing this sound like water is coming out from somewhere. So I'm gonna go check after this video. So anyway, then Famiza, she decides to barge in the room and start this whole fucking mess. She literally barges in the room. So like, me and Lana were chilling in the bed, we're watching TV, right? Chuck! No. So we're watching TV, right? This is what happens. Now, I'm smaller and skinnier than Famiza. Famiza is pretty big. She's a lot bigger now, actually, because she's pregnant now. Again, I don't know why you would get pregnant knowing how fat you are and how you have complications with the first baby. But you know what? That's what dumb people do. All they do is eat, 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 and fuck. They don't think about the consequences. They gotta get married at young ages. Because they don't think, because they don't think, because they don't think. All they do is eat and eat. All they do is eat, eat, eat. They don't bother to use their head and think because they like to eat. Anyway, so this is what Famiza did, bruh. Like, literally, the door was probably like this. And she's like, what's wrong? I heard you guys talking. What's going on? Me and Lana, we're laying in the bed, and we're, like, watching TV. And this was at my uncle's room, by the way, so, you know, we're, like, laying in the bed. We're watching TV. Me and Lana, we're like, hold on. We're both, like, we were, like, frozen. I'm like, nothing is wrong. Like, I was looking at her like she was crazy. She literally barged in. And she was like, well, I heard my name and all this and that. So I came in. I'm like, who said your name? Like, you're not even part of it. And she starts this whole mess. Because basically, Alana's mom, my aunt, fought Famiza. And so Alana was saying, like, Famiza only speaks up when my mom isn't here and all this stuff. And so she was saying, Famiza was saying, oh, I'm not scared of Lena. Lena can't do shit or nothing like that and all this stuff. And so she told us that if she heard her name again, that she's going to come in again. And I'm like, you know what? Like, come in again. Like, I'm not scared of you. And literally what she's doing, so at my nanny's house, their house is a little bit older, and the floors creak. So when you walk past the room, you can hear the floors creak. So literally, me and my cousin Alana were in the bed watching TV, and their hallway is a little bit different. So basically, say this is my uncle's room, right? The bathroom would be right here. And then there's 2 more bedrooms, like one up on the left and one up on the right. I did that completely wrong. Yeah, left and right. No, left and right. So then she would walk past, like she would walk up to like the door, and we would hear her walking. And then she would turn around. And so me and Alana started yelling, like, don't you just allow people to eavesdrop? Don't you just let them in there? All this stuff. And we were starting the most mess. Anyway, so after that, I realized that Tahira's a pussy because she couldn't come to my face and say, hey, like he's saying there, she had to go and get somebody else because she's not a real one. And she may look bad and dress bad and act bad, and she may think she bad, but a real bad one would come up to someone's face and say, hey, I don't like you sitting here. And she can't even do that, so. Like, she has no idea how many people want to fight her, seriously. She has no idea. Like, what she doesn't realize is that you are from Fiji and you're moving into my city with my family, and you don't realize I know all these people longer than you have. Even if they were in Fiji with you, I know more about them than you ever will. We all lived in the same house. This is what we lived, like traditional Indians together. We all lived in the same house. So you don't know shit about my family. Hi, Gaming Lily. So yeah, it really pissed me off because then afterwards I found out that my cousin was engaged to her, and I was just like, wow. Then they got married, and she's really fake, you guys. Like, literally, okay, she, I guess, told my cousin and aunt and all them to block me on Facebook. I don't know what's going on, but they're all fake. So I'm not friends with them on Facebook, which I really don't care about because I talk shit about them anyway. So it's like, I really don't care. And my YouTube name for a reason is Eliza Khan, so they can't find it. But if they do find it, I really don't give a fuck. I mean, because they know they fake. They know they dumb. Be a real one and come to my face. Let's fight one-on-one. Don't be bringing other people up in here, like, make yourself look dumb. Anyway. So, yeah. But then afterwards, Angela, her mom came in. Angela, Famiza's mom came in and said that she was sorry. She explained to me and Lana that someone, I guess, another fat person in my family, broke a chair and she was angry and people were mad at him and all this stuff. And just all this stuff happened, and she said she was sorry, and I told her, okay, I forgive you, you know. And I actually met up with her a couple weeks after that. We went to this Fiji festival thingy. No, it was like a Fiji, I don't know what it was. And it was a Fijian Indian themed something. And she said she was sorry there too. So I'm like, I'm cool with her. I don't have no problem with her. Her daughter never apologized, so it makes me wonder what her daughter thinks of me. And my mom's over here telling me, oh, Fumi doesn't need you. She needs you. Well, if you need me, why is you starting to mess with me? Because if I need someone, I would be their best friend. Let me tell you, I wouldn't be starting to mess with someone. So I was telling my mom, like, if she needs me, then why be fake and talk shit? Because I can do the same thing. And honey, it's way easier to talk shit about you. You is as big as a fucking mountain, nigga. So I'm sorry for saying the N word. When I get mad, it just comes out. So I apologize for that. Um, so I just don't associate myself with fake people. I know that I'm gonna be seeing them every year at this crab feed, and I really don't care because that's my crab feed. My dad pretty much sells tickets to that crab feed. I know almost everyone there, so it doesn't bother me because, and because I go there to set up, I actually know, I don't know, security. What's that? Oh, is that lasagna?
My what?
Fat lasagna.
Yeah, I think I'll be ready in September.
So
I think it'll be a boss.
it doesn't really phase me because I know more people than she ever will know. I was born and raised up in this bitch. She was not, so she would watch who the fuck she's starting something with because I can have her jump. Dude, she works at this mall and I know head of security at that mall. I'm just like, this bitch is asking for it. Like, really. My best friend dated the head of security. Her ex-boyfriend is the head of security at this mall. I'm like, man, she's just making it too easy for herself. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat my lasagna, and when I come back, actually, nah, I'm gonna eat my lasagna, and I'm gonna record because, okay, okay, I actually have access to her Facebook. I'm not going to say how, because that's none of nobody's business. I don't mean access like I have her password. I mean like, I can view her Facebook without being her friend because she's friends with someone that I know, and I can view her Instagram because she followed my best friend. So I'm gonna go on Facebook and I'm gonna show you guys who this fake ass bitch is. You guys are about to see what pussy bitches look like. It is the funniest shit ever. Okay, so this is her Facebook. It's Tahira Khan. That's her. She married. This is my cousin. And basically my cousin's being hella fake just for her. And like, let me tell you guys what she did. So her parents didn't approve of her dating the family friend's son. So she packed her shit and left like a hoe. And then she swears that she's like a real traditional Muslim. Where's your hijab though? She be like, it's just so annoying. Like, and everyone thinks that she's using him, and I'm telling you guys right now,
Honey, the lasagna is not bad, huh?
I haven't tried it yet.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm telling you guys right now that if I find out that she hurts my cousin, me and a bunch of other people are coming for her. She fucking burnt it. What you mean it's not bad? She burnt half the fucking cheese. But anyway, you guys, that's basically why I don't associate myself with that part of the family. I mean, they do come over to my house sometimes to swim and stuff, and I don't mind that. Like, you know, I'm not gonna be that person, but, you know. Oh, here's another one. So, this has something to do with Tahira. This is more of Famiza and her daughter, and maybe Mohsen. I don't know. Mohsen doesn't seem like that kind of guy, but who knows. So they came over to my house the other day, and because we had a lot of family here, so we did a big family thing. People were swimming and stuff. I was swimming, and then my cousin Lana just got there, and someone was squirting Zara, and Zara thought that it was Alana, even though Alana wasn't in the pool, and she just got there, and she was having a full conversation with my nanny. Zara, my niece, by the way, thought that it was Alana, and she was like, it was Alana. I want to slap Alana. And said it hella loud. And I literally was looking right at fucking Zara, and Famiza was like, shh, and like slapped her. And I was like, oh hell, that's how I knew that they were talking shit. And I told Alana, because that's ridiculous. But yeah. That's why I don't fuck with certain people in my family. I'm going to scrape. Or maybe I just won't eat this noodle then because it has burnt cheese on it. And that's disgusting.
My fan never came on.
Mine's on.
Did you have to turn it on?
I don't know.
After the power came on?
No. Maybe your fan is just off, Mom.
Charlie's stalking me. He's walking around the house with me.
It's good. And it makes me sad that, like, this is what my family's doing. But you know what? They're not even real members of my family anyway. I mean, they don't even have the same last name as my nanny. Oh, no. Like, if you think about it, because my nanny isn't even married to his father. He's not even a part of the family. So, I mean, that is his mom, but you know what I mean? Like, my friends want to jump her. I'm not going to say who, because their information is classified. But, anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go. But that's why I don't associate myself with that side of the family. It's sad, but you know what? Shit happens. And I hope in the future they get a divorce, because then Zabron can be his real self. Because I know Zabron, and he changed when he met her. And I feel like if you have to change yourself for someone, that's not a real relationship at all. And I feel like she's controlling him, because the fact that he literally can't talk to me. He actually tried talking to me and I ignored him once. I give him credit for that. But I think it was because, so at the craft feed, me and my friend, we decided to lie about going to a party. Now I do know a rich guy, but I'm not a gold digger, so like I don't give a fuck that he's rich. I really don't. In fact, he's not even rich. It's his father that's rich, but he acts like he's rich. And we were like, you know what? Let's pretend that we're going. So where I live, there's this area. It's called Brookside, and there's parts of Brookside that you have to be really, 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 really rich to live in. I live in Brookside, but I'm not rich. I live in like the normal housing area. There's where I live. Okay, so there's these big gates. The rich people live on the other side of the gates. I don't live on the other side of the gates. It's been my dream to live on the other side of those gates, or just to live in a big house in Brookside. Like that's been my biggest dream for a while. And I met Jay on Tinder and we talked, and then about like a couple months into knowing him, my dad and I moved closer to him. And so not like we don't live in the gates, but we're still pretty close to him. I kind of looked on the map to see how close it was. It's not that bad. And so me and my best friend were like, let's pretend that we're going to Jay's house for a party. So we were like, okay. So then we ran out of the crap feed. It was like the end of it. We did it twice. Once we walked out, but then we heard a song. Because at the end of the crap feed, they play music, and then they make a they pull out the dance floor and you can dance and stuff. They don't pull out a dance floor, but they move tables out of the way and you can dance. And there's usually a disco ball, but it was a different DJ, so it was no disco ball. But I'm sorry, I'm having flashbacks and it's making me heated because this bitch was literally copying me. She was fucking copying me and my best friend. So me and my best friend, when we dance, we always take our phones out and we go on Snap and we go on Instagram. I'm a YouTuber, like y'all know. So you know, I take pictures, I record videos. That's what YouTubers do. I don't know what the fuck she is. You know, I vlog shit. And so it was dark in the place that we're dancing. It was dark in the area. They turned on the lights off so that they can turn the disco shit on, but because there was no disco shit, it was literally just the lights from the like the lobbies and stuff. The lobby in the front, not lobbies, but lobby. And so we were all dancing, and Victoria pulls her phone out and she has the flashlight, and we're taking selfies and like videos, and we're like, woo! And she does the same shit with her fucking, at the time, I think her fiance, I don't know if they're married or not. I think probably they were. Does the same fucking shit. I'm like, really? I'm like, really? This is what you want to do? It just shows how fake she is. The fact that she has to copy people, she can't be herself. We danced first, and then she dragged her man on the dance floor, my cousin, and was dancing with him, trying to act like they were a cute couple. And of course, he's going to act like they're a couple because he's in love with her. I'm just like I'm waiting for her to fuck up. And I'm going to be there with my Nike Pros in my tank top, with my hair in a bun, ready to whoop that ass. So anyway, so then basically to the part where we lied about Jay. So we're all dancing, and then everyone started to leave. It was basically the end of the thing. They played like one more song, and then afterwards we were all leaving. And we didn't like any of the songs after that, so we were just like, okay, let's just go home. But we decided to lie and said that we were going to a party. And I have a smart TV, so I'm gonna show you guys what I did. But anyway, we basically ran past them in the front, and we were like, let's go to Jay Patel's party. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, he's my dad's best friend, but my dad has no idea that I'm secretly sleeping with him and I'm seeing him, or something like that. And Zabron heard me, and he was like, Aliza, like he tried to call me, and I just ignored him because I'm not trying to talk to you. Like, I'm living my life. You don't want to be there for me, I'm gonna start fucking niggas. That's what I was thinking in my head. Like, I was really playing my act. And we just ran in the car, and it was hella funny, and we were blasting music. And then when we got to my house, because I don't know, they took her to these clubs. She could only get into like one out of like the 4 clubs they went to. It was like the funniest shit ever because she's underage. And like, she doesn't even know how to do math. I'm gonna tell you guys that in a second. So we got home and we turned off the lights and we went onto YouTube on my TV and we played like a colorful strobe light, and then we blasted music on my mom's Bluetooth speaker, and we went on Snap and Instagram and we're like, woo! We were pretending to party, but like I was trying to make it to where, because people who've been in my house know what my house looks like. So Ron's been in my house a couple times, enough to know what my fireplace looks like. So I was telling her like, oh, angle it this way and angle it that way. Don't show the fireplace because he's gonna recognize it. Don't show this. And yeah, we did that. That was fun. This bitch comes to a crowd feed in stripper high heels. If that doesn't tell you that your woman is a hoe, I don't know what does. I really don't. And I really don't care if she sees this shit, because she's fake. She won't do shit. She won't come fight me. Like, she can't even come to my face and tell me that she doesn't like me staying next to her. So, it's cool. Like, I'm not gonna focus my life around negative people. That's why I don't go there, because it's all negativity, and I don't do negativity. You know, I'm happy I have Terrence, you know, and I have my boyfriend. Well, I just said Terrence. Well, I have my boyfriend, and I have an amazing friend named Terrence, who I kind of flirt with. We flirt, but that's it. But I'm a happy person, you know. I don't need negativity in my life, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go, you guys. I'm gonna try to finish this lasagna, and if I have any more to tell you guys about her, I will let you guys know. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, bye. And to hear, if you're watching this, come fight me, bitch. Be a real one, okay? Okay, bye.